So what I like about Jesus, Jesus didn't meet Thomas at his strength. He met Thomas at his truth. I'm going to say that again. He didn't meet Thomas at his strength. He met Thomas at his truth. Strength and weakness. Next thing I want to tell you, you got to know the meeting point. You need to know the meeting point. Because this is just not about how Jesus dealt with Thomas. This is about how you're going to deal with your Thomas. How are you going to deal with the Thomas that you come in contact with? How are you going to deal with the person that's negative? Because you just can't say, because they're negative, I'm going to stay away from them. I'm going to stay away from them. I'm going to stay, no, you're too negative for me, child. You can't stay away from every negative person because those people are the ones that you need to minister to. Oh, why you say that, brother preacher? Why do you say that? Because they wanted to know why Jesus sat with the sinners. And Jesus said, they that are whole need not a physician, but those who are sick. I didn't come for the righteous, but I came for the sinner who needs repentance. And so you can't just decide you're going to always be around positive people. You're going to always be around people who better than you. No, there's somebody you got to bring up. There's somebody you got to pull to better. There's somebody that you've got to change their perspective, because if you can change their perspective, you may just save their life. You could save their job. You could save their marriage. You could save their mind because you knew the meeting point. You knew the meeting point. Two people coming from different directions, wanting to go or needing to go the same destination at the same time. They're going to say, where we meeting at? Where will we meet? We can't just leave people in unbelief because they didn't grab hold as fast as we did or as fast as we want them to. We must, look at this. The Lord had to give me this. He just gave me this yesterday. Dr. West, we have to choose patience over perfection. We've got to choose patience over perfection. Now, let me borrow a better word. We need to choose patience before perfection. If we can just be a little more patient, if we can just be a little more patient, what if Jesus wrote us off as fast as we write folks off? Come on now. What if Jesus wrote us off as fast as we write folks off? Choose patience before perfection. Some people doubt before they believe. There's nothing wrong with them. Sometimes they just haven't been exposed. But doubt leads to questions. Questions lead to answers. Answers will lead to belief. And belief will lead to accepting and receiving. Dr. West, me and Thad and Nate went riding yesterday. If I counted them, I know Thad asked me 75 questions yesterday. I know. As soon as I answered one, he come with another. And Dr. West, I couldn't get mad because it reminded me of when I used to ride with my dad. I used to ask my dad so many questions. Dad would say, son, why you ask so many questions? Why you ask so many questions? But the questions that he was asking was about heaven and hell, God, and Jesus. So I had to do my best to give him some answers. Huh? Because these answers are leading to belief And this belief leads to accepting and receiving, which is going to cause change. So that's why we must use patience. Exercise patience. They may not get it immediately, but be patient.